I'm just going to do a quick video on the way we are being targeted today. And what's happening basically is we're not facing an enemy that is on the hill and that is, you can see it. You can't see the enemy now. It's invisible. And it's not entirely invisible, but you can't physically see the bullets. And the bullets are actually worse than normal bullets, because the bullets that kill you in this day and age, they kill you by killing you slowly. So normally you get shot in the head, lights out, that's it, you're dead. Shot in the heart. In a few rare cases, you might get shot in the leg, you might live, you might, get shot twice in the arm, twice in the stomach. Might take you 5 minutes to die. But at least you're only suffering for 5 minutes. I mean, that 5 minutes might feel like a year, but in this day and age, we don't suffer like that. The enemy, we suffer by mentally and physically. So it's like our energy is being sucked out of us before we actually, in the end, keel over and die. Like the other day I was in the hospital, I was having my ears cleared, and it was this old woman. I'll never forget it. She must have been about 90 odd. I don't know, I couldn't tell, to be honest, because she was in that much of a bad state. But she was on like a stretcher / bed thing, and she was being wheeled, I don't know, around the hospital or somewhere. And she looked like she was froze in time, except that she wasn't froze. Her mouth was like partly open, and she was just gone. But what sort of need is there for that woman to survive, to live? I understand if she's there, she can communicate, she can walk around, but it should be illegal for that sort of suffering to be going on. Now you're probably wondering, well, what do you mean, like the bullets are invisible? Well, the bullets are invisible because, say for instance, I was wondering for about, this is just a small example, for about, I think it was about 2 months, 3 months, why I kept getting these like severely painful headaches. And I was suffering with them quite bad. This is just one example. I've got millions of examples of where I've suffered. So I was getting these headaches, and I was wondering why. So I stopped looking at my phone for a bit because I thought it might be that. Turns out next day it was that. They just went straight away. So there's one. Another one is I kept going dizzy. And I was wondering why I was going dizzy. And it was because my diet. I changed my diet, started doing a bit more exercise, and I stopped going dizzy, and nearly lost my job over it because I couldn't. I was getting like a vertigo, and my heart kept like, pounding out my chest because I was panicking because I didn't know what was happening. And that's just in the past 3 months. So imagine all the other bullets that I've dodged before then. So that's how I was suffering. And it's because the food's being sprayed. It's because we're giving these unnatural things like phones that we're not told that we should only have a certain amount of screen time, and just giving them. We need to just get out and start being humans again, start gardening more, start put the phones down, put the iPads down, start eating organic. I mean, it's not hard really. Start treating each other better. So yeah, all the answers are dead easy. The big question is why don't we actually do it? What is the reason that we don't actually do it? And it's because I done a video yesterday. It's because we suspend disbelief. So it's easier for them, the elites, to brainwash us, so we're spellbound and consume, and basically just make them rich by buying products we don't need, food which is bad for us, which we have to then go to the pharmaceutical companies that only treat the symptom, which obviously keeps the illness coming back. It's all about profit, and with profit comes pain. But don't worry, we'll come out of it, and all you need to know is that just try your best and leave the rest.